سبيل الدموع سبيل مريح تنهدى يا صاحي كي تستريح. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khair for everyone attending today. Today, inshallah, I'll be giving the lecture, and my topic will be about Ramadan and patience. I'll be doing part 2, inshallah. Today, I will be talking about some examples from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's life and about how patient he was. So you'll have today AbduRahman, and I'll be doing the lecture today, and I'll be doing the adhan, inshallah. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي امري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. ربنا زدنا علما ربنا زدنا علما ربنا زدنا علما امين يا رب العالمين. بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. So today, inshallah, as I said, I'll be talking about a quality of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and that was his infinite patience. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was with the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, يا أيها الذين آمنوا استعينوا بالصبر والصلاة إن الله مع الصابرين. This ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, O you who believe, seek help from patience and prayer, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is with those who are patient. And the Quranic word that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses for patience is sabr. And there is no equal word for it. We can convey the idea of sabr by phrases like endurance against problems, or patience with long term, or perseverance against hardship, steadfastness against setbacks, or courage against hostilities, and many others. There's no one word for sabr in English. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a perfect role model for his people and to his followers, and his life was a shining example of endurance. Let's look at the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's life and see how he was patient. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam wasn't even born, and his father died. At age 6, his mother was dead. Then his grandfather came up to the role of guardianship, who also died soon afterwards. Then his uncle Abu Talib protected him. Then when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala appointed him as the final prophet, Khatam al-Nabiyyin, he faced many challenges. He faced the most brutal persecution and hostility from his own people and his qawm. But these harsh experiences of his life did not make him falter away from the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But instead, it told him to perfect his faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and making him more strongly devoted onto this mission that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him. So during these 13 years of life in Mecca as Rasulullah, Nabiyullah, Khatam al-Nabiyyin, he faced so many types of abuse, boycott, threats of expulsion, and physical violence. But yet, he never budged a single inch away from his mission. Instead, he was gentle, considerate, and patient to his enemies. And during the early days of his preaching, the people of Mecca approached him through his uncle Abu Talib, and they made many offers to him, such as the leadership of the whole city, or an army that you can command, and so on and so forth. So they were giving all these offers, and the Prophet Muhammad spun those offers back at them and said, I swear by the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, O uncle, that if they place the sun in my right hand and the moon in my left hand, in return for giving up this matter to calling people to Islam, I'll never detest until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make it triumph, or I will perish doing it. So this steadfastness and consistency against the temptations was unusual, because in those days, the Arab, they were little less, they were short in temper, and they wanted to get things done quickly. So this steadfastness and consistency was new to them. And imagine the day when the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he had to leave his own home, his city, and he had to leave his people to emigrate to a whole nother place, the Hijrah, which was the emigration of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam from Mecca to Medina. And it is known as a great sacrifice and a painful decision for the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam at that time that he undertook. but he put his personal comforts, likes and dislikes. He had no value for those, and he wanted to fulfill the mission that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him. So inshallah, we will pause here for part 2, inshallah, and then tomorrow, inshallah, I'll give another example of a prophet who had immense patience, inshallah. So inshallah, we'll be concluding over here, and then I'll be giving adhan, inshallah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر، الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله. اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة القائمة آت محمد الوسيلة والفضيلة وبعث الله مقام المحمود الذي وعدته إنك لا تخلف الميعاد. Jazakallah khair for everyone attending today. Please join us tomorrow, inshallah, for Ramadan reflections. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
سبيل الدموع سبيل مريح، تنهدى يا صاحي كي تستريح.